Milim Nava, the Destroyer, one of the strongest beings in the world of Tensura, a force of pure devastation, but even that title fails to capture the full extent of her might, for she is more than just a demon lord. She is the daughter of the Star King Dragon, Veldanava, the pinnacle of existence itself. Her lineage alone places her above all others, yet it is her story, her pain, and her rage that truly define the terrifying power she wields. Born as the cherished princess of the Nazca kingdom, Milim lived a blissful life alongside her father, Veldanava, her mother, Lucia, and her beloved pet, Gaia. She knew warmth, love, and happiness, but fate is cruel, and the peace she once knew was ripped away from her. Her parents, the very foundation of her world, were lost to her, leaving Milim with only Gaia as a reminder of the family she had once held dear. The bond between them grew stronger, unbreakable, the last remnant of her past, but even that final comfort was not meant to last. The elves came, greedy, merciless, tearing through the kingdom, and in their blood-stained wake, they took from her the one being she had left, Gaia. Her last family, her last light in the darkness, was slain before her very eyes, and in that moment, something within Milim shattered. Gone was the innocent princess. Gone was the child who had known love. In her place stood something else, something raw, something unstoppable. Her rage consumed her. Her sorrow twisted into destruction, the unfathomable power of her bloodline erupting forth like a storm with no end. The kingdom of elves, wiped from existence, burned to nothing, hundreds, thousands, erased in an instant, and in the wake of that massacre, she ascended, a true demon lord, born of wrath and grief, and in return for that sacrifice, the Harvest Festival granted her what she had longed for the most, Gaia's return, but it was not the Gaia she had once known, no longer her gentle companion. The creature that emerged was something else entirely, corrupted, twisted, a chaos dragon of pure destruction. Milim's rampage did not stop, her fury unchained, her power an unstoppable force. It took none other than the strongest demon lord, Gaia Crimson, to confront her. Their battle shook the world. 7 days, 7 nights, a clash between titans. Neither emerged victorious, for Milim's wrath was too great, too boundless. It was only through the intervention of the elemental queen, Ramirez, that the devastation was brought to an end. But at a cost, Ramirez, in soothing Milim's rage, sacrificed her purity, and when the fires of battle settled, when the madness ebbed away, all that remained within Milim was sorrow. She stood before the Chaos Dragon, the only piece of her past that remained, and with the weight of grief pressing upon her, she made her choice. She sealed Gaia away, not to destroy, but to preserve, for even in its corrupted state, it was still her last connection to what once was. Gaia and Ramirez, in their own ways, stood by her side, offering what little comfort they could, and from that shared pain, from that bond forged in both suffering and understanding, the Demon Lord Council was born. But make no mistake, Milim Nava is not merely a tragic figure. She is a calamity, a walking catastrophe, a force of nature bound in the body of a girl. As the daughter of Veldanava, she wields powers beyond comprehension. Stardust, the miraculous substance with properties far surpassing even spiritrons, bends to her will. Her magic, Drago Nova, Drago Buster, obliterates all in its path. And then, there is her ultimate skill, Satanel, Lord of Wrath, a power that makes her limitless, an unending wellspring of energy, Magicule Breeder Reactor, a terrifying ability that ensures her reserves never run dry. No matter how much power she expends, it will never deplete, allowing her to fight, to destroy, without end, without limit. She fought Gaia Crimson, one of the strongest beings in existence, for 7 days and nights, and neither could claim victory. That alone speaks of the terror she embodies, and yet, beneath all that power, beneath the destruction, beneath the fury, lies the soul of a girl who has lost everything, who has suffered, who still carries the weight of her past. Milim Nava is not just a demon lord, not just a destroyer. She is the living embodiment of power, of sorrow, of wrath itself, a force that none can truly control, a being who stands above the world, and should she ever be unleashed once more, the consequences would be nothing short of apocalyptic.